because they know that Liquid will have those two smokes, and they're going to go for that power diffuse. And they did, and it worked, because they only had two guys on that side.
Yeah, they kept one guy just standing in default. I wondered, like, that's not a good post-plant position, so they've tweaked it. Seems it could be tweaked some more. The Luminosity guys have not gone for the force buy here. A bit of an eco, just some pistols, Deagle onto cold. He's got triple UMP, double MP7 on the Liquid side.
Yeah, that tells me that they were very afraid that Luminosity would actually force up completely in this round. They wanted to make sure they had the utility to deal with it. Because usually, you would see a lot of FAMAS or maybe even some M4s in the spot like this, because you're expecting the AKs in the following round. So it seems like Liquid are playing this really safe by making sure that they have max utility in this round, even though now, as we can see, the AKs are going to come out next round. So it could be quite hard in the next couple of rounds for Liquid, even if they end up winning them.
Again, we're in a situation where the squeaky push can come in and they won't hear them, but coldzera has been seen, coldzera has been taken down. Got fallen by the forklift, but again, no armor, so these players should get cut to ribbons by the CT side. We're slowly going to come in, slow and careful it will be. They've got loads of HEs for this as well. Nice shot by Nitro there. More people to find. Nitro has gone down, but again, this should be far in Liquid's favor. FNX last man standing. He's in the door. The door is literally going to be closed. Simple's playing close, actually. He was susceptible to being... he could have been one shot there, so he's lucky to get away with that. Very risky play, and if he died there, it would have been completely unnecessary.
But all in all, an awesome round there from Liquid going for that A retake. I really like the teams, when teams do that versus that low buy or force buy, because it's really hard to defend versus Tech9s on the site. But it's really easy to actually retake the site, because it's almost impossible to hold it with pistols. So just a very simple round there for Liquid, and it's completely fine to give them the plant.
Yeah, and we'll see a lot of grenades now because of Luminosity really bolstering that economy with 2 plants in the first 2 rounds, and now finally getting the big buyout. Fallen on the AWP, but here goes Nitro. There's the pop flash. Can he beat Taco? Yes, he will. Fast advantage here for Liquid. And Luminosity, despite having some presence in A main, the 4 players of Liquid towards that A bomb site makes it quite strongly fortified. Although now, as time goes on, we'll start to see Adren moving towards the CT connector. Perhaps Liquid, trying to figure out what's going on, trying to get some information plays onto the map, because they don't know what Luminosity is doing just now.
Have a look at the timing. FNX did run all the way through mid and has run all the way back. And Nitro had a strong position in the door, but Liquid are completely rotating out of the A bomb site. Are they comfortable playing the retake position again? It seems they are, as they have control everywhere else. Luminosity slowly creeping, ever edging forward. FNX on the AWP, as he's only got 11 HP. Let's see if they can make it onto the site. Fallen has the bomb in main, which means he needs to cross. Liquid moving back now. We've got the nades coming in from the teams, but not committing just yet.
You see, Simple's still on the UMP here. Still 2 UMPs on the Liquid side. If they were to win this round, that would be a huge deal economically. We've got the assault coming into the site, but Luminosity can't quite make their way in, and now Liquid have their full attention here. Every single player is on this A bomb site. coldzera able to take down Simple by the forklift, looking for the second frag. The spray is good, but Hiko's going to drop him. Now down to Fallen as he's defending alone with that bomb ticking away. Looking for the first frag, but Hiko with the strafe, silencing Fallen with the pistol. And Liquid will win this round after keeping the UMPs in this, so their economy is going to be in a pretty good spot, to be honest.
Very dynamic play there from Liquid. They started off having an A stack, and then they fell back, took mid control again, and then they just went for the A retake. So just changing the play during the round, and it's a really, really good approach to the C side of Cash.
Adren straight on the AWP, so it seems they are looking for a less volatile CT AWP as the primary AWP on the CT side, and then they will just launch Simple from the cannon on the T side to do as Simple does. Luminosity going for a bit of a buy here. It's a half buy. They're leaving 2 to 3K in the bank, but they have got many sets of Kevlar and a few nades as well. Moving over towards the B bomb site. It seems we might have a bit of a fake coming in towards A, but there's a 2-man push, so Liquid know it's not going to be a full stack here. That said, they are rotating over there, so there's only Hiko on the B bomb site on his own, and here comes the push surely from the T's with the timing.
There's still quite a few smokes here as well for Luminosity, so they can really cut off Hiko from any help. Hiko's going to be alone here. There's the first snap, gets the headshot on Fallen, and there's the third as well. All 3 players from Luminosity investing themselves and taking that bomb site away from Hiko, but he had other ideas. Taco, last man standing. Not much really to do in this position, and Liquid with a clean 4th round. This is a fantastic start from the Liquid side.
Look at their economy right now. They can almost buy 3 consecutive rounds. And they can lose 2 rounds in a row almost. Let's see what Luminosity tries to do. Usually when teams gets down like this on the T side, they try to go for that mid aggression, just try to go for the fast mid take. So maybe they will go for the fast boost.
Let's have a look. Cold, Luminosity's style on Cash, despite it not being their strongest map, has definitely changed over recent months. Cold is a guy who is more than capable of going for solo takes of mid with 2 flashes and a smoke, but I haven't seen that from him this entire tournament yet. We've got Fallen boosted up, looking towards Connector where Adren is standing. Gone for the safe smoke towards mid, and he's choosing to jump where his arc will avoid him being shot by Fallen. Oh, attacker's going to get dinked through the door, so that's not going to be very helpful for him. He's setting up, I think, to put a fast smoke onto quad. Let's see what the intention is, because the bomb's nowhere near A at the moment, so it may be to try and pull a rotation from the Liquid side. And indeed, Adren has moved towards A to support his team, so there'll be 3 plays over there. Fallen still on the boost, looking around in mid, and he's setting up a smoke for the connector area.
Taco's actually found his way out. They're sneaking straight through the smoke. Very sneaky stuff indeed from Taco. I don't know that he spotted Elish on the boost. This is actually a massive play potential for Elish here. He can stave the round for Liquid. There's the first frag. No silencer there. Announcing himself. Can't quite finish off Taco. Great response coming in from Quad, although Taco's down to 3 HP. Giving Liquid a chance is Elish in retaking this. There's the Incendiary. He's going to actually whiff that one. In goes Simple. Up the ladder. Fallen taking down Adren. This is looking very hard right now for Liquid to get in here. Fallen, though, whiffing a shot. There's the second, though. And now again, as we've seen so many times before, it's down to Hiko. But against 4, is it really possible? We do have a few players quite tagged up here from Luminosity, so Hiko definitely not going down without a fight. Oh, wow, there's the first fast frag. Hiko gets a double. There's still 2 players left. They got no health on them. 13 and 3. Hiko creeping around the site now. There's still time. Oh, my goodness. How does he do this? How does Hiko do it again?
The clean sheet remains for Liquid. Luminosity yet to find a round. Hiko is the clutch god of Counter-Strike, surely.
I have no words for that clutch. That was just perfect play there, getting those 2 first kills there on forklift, and then...
When Simple gets out of his chair to grab your hand, you know you've done something good.
Seriously, you thought Cole's 1 versus 4 was good? Well, Hiko... I think that's a pretty good contender.
Dan, we're into round 6. Hiko is 11 for 0 right now. He is smurfing that.
This is so sick.
Luminosity moving towards the A site. They have another buy coming in. That nade's not going to help down to 63 HP. Nitro is the lone soldier towards A at the moment, and it could be a fast play from Luminosity. First made his way over towards forklift. Nitro not going to go for the counter flash. Legion's gone down. Nitro taking for blind. Trades coming in. 3 versus 3. The CT's going for the retake, but the flank's coming in. Simple goes down. Man advantage now. That's going to make things really awkward for the CTs. Hiko, could he be clutching it again? Adren's on the car with the AWP. Down to 2 versus 2. We've got a crossfire for the site as Fallen can cover one side for his teammate Taco, who will have to look towards CT. Adren now moving up with his teammate. They've got a smoke down to avoid the main angle. Let's have a look. We've got Fallen. He's been smoked off in main as well, so this is really hard for Taco, but that bomb is ticking. Both players have defuse kits. Hiko looking for the last player. Can his team cover him while he goes for this defuse? Adren, there's a meat shot coming in, but a 2-man spray down, the garden hose. And Liquid have been weeded out.
They are in a very good position, though, to force Luminosity into a lot of ecos. Fallen died as well, I think, so... Look at the utility on Luminosity right now. What can he do this round?
And I just want to highlight as well, like, how Liquid looked at the end of the last map, losing around 10 rounds in a row, so completely deflated. I mean, this Liquid coming into the first half here on map 2 is completely different. This is so great to see them really back into this in spirit. And we're going to have a quick play into mid coming in from Luminosity. Simple's close. Have they spotted him? They are spraying through the smoke a little bit, but Simple could be in for some frags here. His teammates keep distracting him, and indeed, the distraction's good. Simple taking down FNX, but the trades are violent here. Wow. Cold getting 3. 2 players left here for Liquid now, though, as they try to figure out what Luminosity's game plan is. there's still so much time left in the round.
But those are really crucial frags because look where the bomb is. It's under the boost in mid. Nitro's position is really important, but he doesn't know how important it is. Looking over towards A, that could have been a disaster for Luminosity. Hiko's moving towards mid as well, and again, the bomb is still stuck on Taco under the boost. He needs to cross, and if Hiko comes out at the right time, then he could win the round for his team. Not going to be the case though, but the bomb has been spotted. Nitro knows what's up now. We've got a 2 versus 1, but again, it needs to cross. He knows where the bomb is, but he doesn't know where the second player is. Taco still needs to cross. This is a very tight situation here. Nitro looking towards short. Taco not willing to peek here. The smoke goes down, and he's going to try and force Taco's hand. Shoulder peeking, but oh, looks away at the wrong time. Can he get a 2-man spray down? No, he can't. Another round for Luminosity, an expensive round for both teams.
And that was so smart by Nitro as well, smoking off Fallen. I don't know how he was so sure that it was actually there. Luminosity did the smart thing. They knew if they just waited, Nitro had to worry about even more angles. So, but for some reason, Nitro just knew that Fallen was going to be in that position. He smoked him off, got the kill on Taco, but yeah, very, very close aim battle there versus Fallen in the end.
This is so crazy how back and forth this one has been. Clutches all over the place. 2 rounds now for Luminosity as they finally forced Liquid to an eco. And we will get a quick pop there from FNX in middle as Luminosity expand, but you know, what kind of anti-eco are we seeing here? Looks like it's pretty solid so far, getting the picks across the map. Likely to see Luminosity start to bring themselves together as a unit soon to get a definitive push onto a bomb site.
So good anti-eco so far. Nitro though is going to look to try and get a good jump, but Taco gets his AK back out in time. Elige with a 1 versus 1 duel, so Luminosity very comfortable at the moment. Again, Hiko's the last man standing, and this is the famous position where we've seen so many fast headshots in default. There's no choice almost but to have a close quarters engagement here, unless you have the Molotovs, but it's not going to work out this time. It is an eco from Liquid, so they're not going to be too concerned. Looking at the 5 rounds Liquid have won, 4 of them have been by defuse, which is a bit crazy. So, Liquid back on the buy. We'll see how much utility they have. It's going to be a bit limited on some plays. Hiko just with a Molotov and a smoke grenade. Simple with nothing but a M4 and armor. So let's see if Liquid will try perhaps to go for an aggressive push through A main or something like that. Try and get more map control due to their limited utility. They've got 3 people headed over towards the A site at the moment. 1 towards B and 1 passively towards mid. You can see Luminosity having a bit of a conga line going towards the squeaky door, so it seems they may want to shut Liquid out of this round quickly.
And if you have 3 players towards that A site, you need to be aggressive, and it seems like they're very passive at the moment.
Wow, what a defense there. The setup was on point. Hiko and Elige, the 1-2 punch. 3 players dead for Luminosity. 2 players trying to make this work now, but the bomb is on the site. How can they reclaim it? Adren and Hiko still standing large and in charge on that A site, and Luminosity are shut down after a little bit of momentum their way and still a little bit of money left to get another buy-in. But you know, Liquid stand to break them here. But that said, Liquid's money is not very good either. So this is a very pivotal moment in this in the early days of Cash It.
And the trend continues in this match where the teams just stack sites without any information, and they seem to stack the right sites very often. So great play there from Liquid, even though usually you want to be aggressive on that A side if you put 3 people there.
Here we go. It's going to be a fast mid-take. Cold coming in. Oh, there are many Liquid players here, though. This is going to be a war of attrition. 1 man down for each side. Cold pushing through. He's going to take down Adren, and the numbers in blue are falling all the way down to none other than the man with a plan who can, Hiko. But is this going to be a bit insurmountable for him? It's a 1 versus 3. Cold is towards the vent, which means that Hiko could get flanked very quickly here with the remaining 2 Luminosity players over towards the site. And there we go. NBA in the house. But he's got 2 more to find. 40 seconds on the clock. He's got more than enough time to do it, but he doesn't have a kit. The money was limited, so he's going to have to find these frags quickly. Luminosity having 2 players, both in main. And Hiko has so many places to check that he might not have enough time to do it. The bomb's completely exposed as well. Trying to fake is worthless here because he's 2 against 1. This might be 1 task too far. Taco getting a bit of a spray down, but the time has passed too much already. Oh, Molotov as well. Damage will be done, but the round will go the way of Luminosity. The gap closes to 2.
And that's so harsh for Liquid. They had the perfect counter to what Luminosity threw at them. Luminosity went for the fast mid take. Liquid had 3 members in mid, and Luminosity still wins the trades.
So it's going to be a pretty tough time now as they have to go for the eco, but at least Hiko was able to pick up an AK at the end of the round, so he can really keep the pressure up on Luminosity. And I mean, their money's not very good. It's going to go very far. You know, it's a lot of value for Liquid to actually pick up a few kills here. And let's actually see. Did they go? Okay, they didn't go for the full force. Finds within 2k on each player, and it's a fast mid take coming in from Liquid, just getting 2 players close there. And Simple's actually going to go through, dropped immediately by none other than Fallen, in-game leader of Luminosity. Now, Luminosity just playing it passive, waiting for Liquid to make more aggressive moves. But Liquid now falling back a little bit and not giving any easy frags to Luminosity.
Hiko and Adren are the only 2 players with armor in this round, so I can expect Hiko to try and rotate that AK as much as possible. You can see Cold is just lurking outside the B bomb site now. And in a previous round, we saw from Fallen's position, the Molotov come into the vent where Elige is standing, and normally that's something Virtus Pro would do, and they'd have Snack standing outside B to punish Elige, for example, for exiting the vent. We're not seeing that from Luminosity at the moment, and they've tried to use that to suggest a fake towards B in previous rounds, and if they had a lurker there, then perhaps that would make that a little bit stronger, but here we go. Still, there's a Molotov on the T side, but it's going to be the close quarters engagement. It's going to pay off on this occasion. But again, Liquid have 3. They're all the remaining players over towards the bomb site, including Hiko with that AK-47. Now, Luminosity have 35 seconds left on the clock. They don't really have anybody over towards A, which means that they're probably going to move in towards the stack. How much damage can Hiko do here? He's on half HP at the moment. And here we go, they're starting to move in, but they're moving in numbers, so the T's should be able to trade worst case scenario. Down goes Nitro. Hiko's going to take 1. Can he take a second one? No, he can't. It's just Adren now versus 3. He will soon be dispatched of, and Luminosity close the gap to 1.
That was a really crazy situation. I mean, Luminosity didn't leave themselves with any time to properly understand where the play was going to be for Liquid. It's actually super smart for Liquid, after showing all the players in mid, to then say, okay, let's just try and just go and stack a site now.
Yeah, it's very risky play there though, because if Luminosity if they have 1 Molotov, they can just flush them out from the site. And let's see if Luminosity, if they will go for the fast mid play here again.
5 mollies on the T side on this occasion, which is a lot better. Good improvement. We'll see if they can survive this round without taking too much damage. All things going well, then we should be tied up here. So we are looking at likely 6 rounds on the T side here for Luminosity. Not too shabby, considering it's not their best map. We've got a push coming into A main from the CTs. 3 CTs coming in. Bit of wallbanging going on. But I think Luminosity might have seen something here. Fur is having a quick look. Elige has closed the gap. Got a teammate running distraction. That's simple. Elige will hold the angle. Bit of a blind spot, but he will survive. Fur. Simple gets taken down as well. Good start for Luminosity.
Yeah, a few little creative bait plays there coming out from Team Liquid, just trying to get a lot done with very little. It's very difficult, but actually that said, Nitro and Adren somehow picking up a couple kills. 3 players for Luminosity though, all with rifles, and there's a few grenades left as well for them to work on a bomb site, and they're going to go into this A site. Looks like we are just left with Adren for Liquid, and now he will go down as well. So 6-6 Luminosity tying things up here in the first half. Although, how do you feel about how Liquid are doing on the rounds at the moment?
I think they have the right idea. I think they should try to do the 3-man mid take again. Last time they did that, Luminosity went for the fast mid take. Liquid should win that round, so they should just keep trying to take mid control and just go for the A retake if Luminosity decides to go A. You can even go for the boost and flank them if they go A.
We have a change, and that change is that Simple is AWPing. It could be based on spawn. He is headed over towards the B bomb site. He does have support there, so not playing solo like you might see from other AWPers. Smoked off his initial angle. He will change it up, but the Molotov will force him away from that as well. Very nice play from Luminosity. A thorough team indeed.
The bomb is actually in the hands of Fawn. He's run towards the door. He's trying to pick from door towards the toxic barrels and short or highway. And if he's actually spotted here, they're going to see where the bomb is. And there's already pretty much 4 players for Liquid by this A bomb site. And Fallen's going to go down. Simple will win the AWP battle. Oh, the tag through the door as well. This is looking quite good. Surely not. Simple staring into A main. And he saw the grenades. He knows what's up. right now, and this is going to be an interesting spot for Luminosity because, hey, they still have some time, but do they keep committing towards this A bomb site?
They don't have any map control anywhere else, so they will feel compelled to go for the push here. There's still a minute on the clock. Simple's got the high ground here. This is an angle that Peter also likes to take, because if people are going for the pre-fire angles, then they're not going to take you. They're not going to expect you to be there. But he's flashed off the angle. Elise will stop the push from the door, and there are many Ts running through smoke now. There's smoke all over the place. Who's going to win this? It's going to be a lot of variance here. We need some flashes through these smokes as well. Elise goes down, but there's still Simple alive. We've got a player on quad for the CTs. Taco is left, 20 seconds on the clock. There is a player forklift, so Taco may be dispatched off soon. So many angles to find. I don't think we're going to see a bomb plant in this round. We're not even going to see any more frags from Luminosity. Liquid take the lead once more, surviving with 4 players as well.
And I don't know if Liquid has watched a demo of Luminosity and they know that they just tend to go towards that A site every single round, because once again Liquid left only 1 guy on the B side all alone, having 3 guys on that A side with Simple with that op. So they just have a good read on Luminosity right now.
And it's quite cool to see Simple hitting some shots again as well. It's definitely going to give him some confidence running forwards with the AWP, and we know how key he is for the Liquid side with that AWP. And once again, Luminosity starting to file in towards A main. Nitro with a quick spot there. He's going to fall back with an HE. Back to Forklift. He's got the support there, as we can see with a leash on the bomb site. Luminosity with a couple Tech 9s looking to get a fast pace here into the A bomb site, it would seem. Can Liquid hold this one? Fur with a fast headshot onto Nitro. They might be in some trouble. Adren, though, able to trade onto Fur, but he's going to go down. Things looking quite strained right now for Liquid, but Alish coming back in, holding down the door position, providing that threat of a flank through the door. And there's Simple now with the nades as well, tossing them in. Taco going to try to stop the flank from coming through that door. Oh, Simple, what is this? What on earth is he trying to do there? Leaving it all to Elise and Hiko. Hiko able to take down 1 frag. Time ticking away on that bomb. Players in the smoke. This is absolute chaos right now. Hiko taking down 1. That's just Fallen who remains. Elise is actually going to go down to him. The Tech 9's out at the moment. Hiko gets it though! What a key round for Hiko to clutch once again. 3 kills for him.
And what a back and forth round there. I like the move there from Simple going, tapping that bomb. I think he didn't want to go for the actual full defuse. He just wanted to force the Luminosity players out of position. And yeah, great clutch there in the end there by Hiko, having only 10 HP, I think.
So many people pushed through smoke in that round. That could have gone either way. That was absolutely absurd, but here we go. Two round lead for Liquid. Double AWPs for Liquid as well. So we have Adren, who is over towards mid, and Simple, who is looking over towards B apps. And there we go. FNX is going to be the first one to go. But Simple's going to have a lot of people coming his way here. Oh no! Fallen smoke. Nade has been denied there. That is a problem with throwing nades from that position. You need someone to hold an angle. The push is going to come in anyway. We've got counter flashes coming in. Simple needs to find more frags here. Hiko's coming in for support. And this push from Luminosity is failing on all fronts. 9-6, the half will end. Liquid with a 3-round lead. Hiko, homie's a real dad.
What a crazy read there again from Liquid. Actually having Simple in that position in the event room. And I mean, of course, he's going to hit that shot as well. That is some really sick stuff. I mean, it seems as though Liquid have always been a step ahead on understanding what kind of setups to use. They've been looking fantastic there.
And a 9-6 scoreline going into the T side. It's a very, very decent scoreline, especially considering Cash has been a very T-sided map recently. I think we have seen a lot of 12-3 scorelines. I don't remember which game it was, but I remember the game where the Ts were up 12-3 and they still lost the game.
The problem that happened there was, I think if you saw in the previous round where Simple was in B apps, when he was in checkers, Luminosity threw a Molotov to stop him from peeking after they smoked the initial angle. I think they tried to do the same thing there and messed up the Molotov. So Fallen thought he was safe, but the Molotov was in the wrong place, which allowed Simple to get the frag there. That was the problem. Because I thought it would be unusual for Luminosity to allow someone to punish them like that. But obviously the Molotov was the issue.
Yeah, because it's a very easy pick to get from the left side there of checkers with the op. And a very standard play, as you said, just smoking up the first opening, molotoving checkers. They can push towards the headshot box. And then you can either go into checkers or you can fall back. The thing is, the Sieges don't know. So that's why it's very popular to do that. Would be surprised if you see a similar play here from Liquid.
Can I just say that Hiko is 24 for 5.
Nice.
After one half.
After one half, he's 24 for 5.
If he would continue this trend into 15 or 30 rounds, he would have almost 50.
That is unreal. He's got 7 MVP starts. This guy's got all the starts.
Well, this is the pick of Liquid. And here they are on the T side. Luminosity with 6 rounds. If Liquid win this pistol, they will be in very good stead. Where's the home crowd? I can't hear you. Do you want 3 match, people? All right, let's see if Liquid have the tools to do the job. We've got 4 Kevlars on the T side. Hiko's going to be the nade man. Luminosity going for 5 Kevlars, which is a stark difference to the double diffuse kit we see from Liquid.
And this is a pretty classic. We'll see the boost there. But, oh, this is also a good counterplay. We'll see both Cold and FNX pushing the door, and they're going to find the back of this mid push before it can actually happen. Putting the pressure on, picking up a frag onto Hiko, who had all the grenades as well. Nitro will actually pick one of those nades up, but this pressure here from Luminosity is really great, and they're actually getting the frags as well. And you can see Liquid trying to pile in to deny them, and they will get the trade frags back, but Luminosity have blown up the initial plan. That was Liquid's pistol round, and they're going to have to adapt on the fly.
They wanted to charge the site, but Simple had to go back and pick up the bomb. He's done so, but they're a bit funneled through the squeaky door. That smoke will definitely help, but the bomb site's still in the control of the CTs. We've got 2 coming in. Down goes 1. Can Taco get the frag hit? Running out of bullets. He is not going to do it, so it's down to Fallen. No kits anywhere on this map for the CT side. He's got to find 3, but look at the HP of the Liquid players. This is entirely doable, and that's a great start for Fallen. Elige, Simple, both on less than 50 HP. We saw it with Hiko in the 1v4. Can we see it in the 1v3 on the pistol from Fallen? Got a crossfire coming in for the T side. Elige getting tagged. How many bullets? 5 bullets left for Fallen, but Simple's going to shoot him straight in the face. Pistol round goes to Liquid.
Very scary there when they both give up their positions. They could have just played that way more passively, but thanks to Simple getting that instant headshot, they still won the round.
I do like the door push coming from Luminosity there. I mean, that's a really fast way to basically get some info, and there's so many teams who go for that mid boost to build into an A split or even into a B split. It seems to be often, you know, the start of how people build their pistol rounds on the T side. But either way, we do have double from Liquids. We've got an AK and a couple SMGs, MAC-10 and MP7. Let's see how they use them to go for their anti-force buy. Because Luminosity, they've loaded up on the Deags. We got the full force buy from them. And of course, with a Deagle, it just takes that 1 bullet to send a round into turmoil. Have to see if Luminosity can be good for that. Nice nade there over to the white box from the boost position by Liquid. And it's going to be very scary here for Liquid before they start getting rid of some of these Deagles. I see very tentative stuff here as Liquid play it passively, make sure they're safe against any aggression. But now it's time to move. Now it is time.
They have
to
3
take a bomb
Molotovs
site
as well, so probably going to Molotov, MBK, Quad, and Forklift.
Adren and Fallen both rotated away from B at the same time. Here we go, the nades start to fly in, the smokes, everything. The CTs are basically playing a retake on the site. They're around the Forklift and Highway. Cold has come in with 2 Deagle shots. He's going to go down, as is FNX. Adren with a 2-man spray down here. Hiko holding the high, and that is where he will find Taco. Down goes for 2 plays remaining, and now it's Fallen playing where Hiko was with the PT-50, but he's the last man standing for his team. Spotted and finished off. Liquid lost a lot of players there, but they won the round, and that's what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, great play from Adrian getting 2 kills, getting them back into that round, because the first mistake they made there was that he didn't Molotov Forklift. Cold Zero got 2 free kills from that position, and you can just simply deny that position with throwing 1 simple Molotov.
Americans love barbecues, Dan, but they don't seem to like Molotovs that much.
Well, it seems to be the case so far.
Not that they go hand in hand. I wouldn't recommend Molotovs at barbecues, but they should be recommended in Counter-Strike.
They're just like explosions, James. They want the HEs.
Who doesn't love explosions? Monster trucks.
Big bada boom.
There we go. So Luminosity have a CZ, and that's about it for this round. Liquid have everything they want. So this round should be a formality for the Ts, and Liquid will be double the score of Luminosity. unless something goes horribly wrong, but don't see that happening at the moment. You see Simple moving into checkers now, just clearing things one by one, but he should have some support before he starts venturing into the site. And he will be a patient boy for the time being. That Molotov, he will start to move around. But again, that isn't AK. Adren's coming into support now, so they'll have a bit of a crossfire, and everything will get cleaned up. Street sweepers. DJK Slay style. FNX standing in the smoke, but really, what can he get done here? If he's lucky, maybe he gets a little knife, but Simple with a good spray through the smoke. And now the second half can really begin.
And a big issue for Luminosity is they went for that full force by the second round, which means that they, yeah, look at this, only 2 smokes. How are they planning on re-smoking middle? And are they even planning on smoking A main?
This gonna be bad.
The crazy thing is that we see so many HEs, like Cold and FNX have HE each, but that could have been a smoke, for example, which has a lot more use for CTs to cut off angles and to delay the Ts. So we'll have to see if they can somehow pull out the frags. We're going to have an aggressive push coming in because of the lack of utility from Luminosity. They know that it's A straight away, but there's 3 players who just aren't in position. That means that Taco and Fallen are going to have to defend alone. And if Taco's dead, Fallen's there with the AWP against 5 players. And he can't get anything done. Elise with a snap straight to his face. In comes Cold. He's shut out just as quickly. This is just a save now, but they were trying to go for the retake. FNX is pushed really far up. He can get punished, and that weapon can be removed by the Ts, by Liquid, if they want to go and hunt him down. But it looks like they are just taking it easy at the moment. And Liege will be the closest man to challenge further. Foe with that silencer with the off angle towards the truck by T-Spawn is going to win the frag. So it looks like Luminosity should be able to save, at the very least, 1 rifle. Looks like 2 this at the moment. Nitro will claim the AWP of Fallen, which I'm sure will find the hands of Simple.
Great play once again there for Liquid, punishing Luminosity for their lack of utility. They just ran out towards that A site, and there were no counter flashers, no Molotovs, because Luminosity simply couldn't afford it.
The third map, should we make it there, will be Cobblestone. But for now, we need Liquid to finish things off here if we are to make it all the way to the end. So indeed, Simple will be the man with AWP. And interestingly, look at Simple's spawn. He has a very forward spawn, which means if he chooses to run towards mid and Luminosity try to cross to a highway, then he can get a frag before they can make it there. And it looks like he is going for it, but it's just Fallen who's going to be in Z Connector, and he's going to be instantly smoked off. So Simple has a good spawn, but nothing to do with it.
But it's a 3-man push from Luminosity towards B storage again. This time, they're going to find Liquid, but they can't get the kills. Cold only gets 1 on the spray. It's all about Liquid right now, but Fallen, he's got the scout in position. It's going to be tough for him, but he's got 1 kill already. The smoke is going to slow down Liquid somewhat, but they are gaining ground slowly but surely into the site. Simple is going to send Fallen sliding down that ramp. And what can Fur do? This is such a hard position to be in. Fur, only a smoke as far as grenades go. Getting flashback, there's still Molotovs, there's still flashbangs. Here comes Simple, just running out there to meet Fur. Risky business there. Now it's just down to 2 players. Maybe now it can become doable here for Fur, but there is, of course, fire. There's Nitro and Adren to stop him. 14-6, Liquid 2 away now from closing out map 2 and forcing it to the 3rd.
And Fur had to go for that, even though it was almost impossible for him to win that 1v2. Look at this, Liquid is up 14-6. 5 FAMASs on Luminosity.
Five FAMASs on the CT side. They are trying everything at the moment, but nothing is working whatsoever. So it seems we may get back to normalcy here for the CT side, whatever that is at the moment. 2 players over towards B for Luminosity. Nobody engaging them. Adren playing super passive, just waiting for Luminosity to make a move. Wow, Molotov onto sandbag stand. Haven't seen one of those for a while.
Yeah, and actually I'm surprised Simple didn't get tagged there by the FAMAS in Vent. Perhaps not wanting to give the position away. Have to see if Simple can find something in the middle. It looks like he might be potentially giving up soon. We'll have to see. Oh, there you go! Simple finds a shot straight to the dome of Fur. That is painful. And Simple now is going to advance Liquid's presence in middle. There are 3 players currently for Luminosity by the forklift area, by Highway. They are going for the A main take. That's very smart. If they felt like it was going to be an A split, taking away A main at this period would actually give them information or potentially help them to kill the push.
They need to act on it fast though, because Gravity is bringing Liquid all the way down to the B bomb site, and there is only one man there. The captain, the in-game leader for Luminosity, is isolated, and he is dead. Dan, there is nobody left here on the B bomb site. FNX is coming in from upper, but he's going to get shut down by Simple. So now Luminosity streaming towards the B bomb site one by one. I think we're about to head to game points.
It's looking like it. There's not much that can be done by the remainder of Luminosity in this round. Instead, they just turn tail, run, and hope to potentially save these weapons. And Taco is trying to cover his retreat here, and there it is. Good job by Taco, picking up the kill against Nitro there. Cold actually might get one as well. There's Hiko down, and it's going to be an upgrade for the AK. Or to the AK. And the Dren is going to find his way up CT spawn. I don't think Taco is interested in taking a battle. They definitely need to keep these weapons alive, because the money on Liquid is pretty atrocious. Of course, they have the full round loss bonus due Luminosity, so they can get a decent enough buy going into this next round. But Liquid are so close now. Map points.
And once again, Liquid punishes Luminosity for the lack of weaponry. They just, how would you defend mid with a Thanos versus Simple Salt?
It's impossible. It's basically impossible.
It's that simple.
Luminosity looking like, well done, Threat. Very well done. Luminosity looking like a fox in headlights at the moment. They haven't won a single round on their CT side. Their money has been wrecked, all the way wrecked, fully wrecked, maximum wrecked. Game points for Liquid. Simple's lost half its HP to some flames. Other than that, they should still be looking good for the round. Fur trying to play close quarters with the MP9, but Cash perhaps not the best map for it. The Flames as well. Team Liquid playing Luminosity style with all these Molotovs. First man's down, that's fallen. Fur's going to even things up. He can't get to the AK though. Going to get traded by Adren. Simple goes down, 3 versus 3. It's FNX on the B bomb site now. He's in the headshot position. He's got 2 more to find. His teammates are rotating to him. The bomb is stuck in Checkers now. Not much Liquid can do. It seems they are committed to the site. They're spread on opposite sides of Checkers, which means they can't boost out of the vent where Taco is waiting for them in mid. Everything slows down.
Yeah, this was actually a great hold by FNX. That one frag just providing just enough delay to stop them from making progress onto the site. And now it's going to be really hard. Of course, Luminosity, they don't want to really push. Now, Taco's position is fine. They just want to make sure that if Team Liquid are going to double back, that they know about it. They don't want to take the engagement. They've got them boxed in at the moment. They're forcing Liquid to make the move where they have a disadvantaged engagement. Oh, that's a good smoke here. Oh, but the spray for the smoke is very strong, but somehow Adren wins the battle against FNX. Surely not. Here comes Cold and Taco, but Liquid have the site now. You've got plenty of time to go for the plant, but these players will be stuck on the site. Eco now going for the plant as Cold and Taco going to make their way a nice Molotov, forcing Hiko out there. Oh, he can't back away. He's burning, and Cold will take the frag. Now it's all on the Dren. They're standing in for this tournament. Getting tagged down to 3. Taco with the wall bang, and that's going to be the round there for Luminosity. But the plant did go down for Liquid, and 3 players were eliminated by Liquid. So Luminosity are going to have a hard time on the cash as well.
3 Liquid players have around 10k, so they are coming straight back at Luminosity with more guns, more bullets, and more nades. There's going to be no respite for the Brazilians.
And Cold Sierra's being very smart there with the defuse, giving Taco time to pick up that op in middle.
Shout out to the people at the very top of the arena today. We're going to come and hang out with you guys tomorrow. You are not forgotten. AWP straight on to Simple. Elise yet to buy, picking up an AK. So we've got an op on both sides. Luminosity are in a lot of trouble. Again, they still have limited money. Got that standard smoke coming into A main for the CT side. And Liquid will have somewhat of a slow start, no fast aggression. There is speaking of aggression, we've got 3 people mid. Fur underneath the boost. Sorry, 2 people mid. Fallen towards the Checkers, playing B on his own. He smoked off his usual angles as well. But did see that Molotov going towards the second AWP position, but he's going to hold there for a while. And Liquid are going to start moving away. Apparently Ric Flair's in the building.
All right, so just another passive opening from Liquid. This is actually a really smart thing to do in a moment like this, because Luminosity could be trying to disrupt Liquid early in the round with some aggression or some information plays. They have shown that they like to go for those. So Liquid just keeping themselves safe, and if Luminosity were to make an error even in going aggressive, Liquid are going to be there to punish them. But a lot of time has passed now. You see some map control from Liquid, and they are going for that delayed mid. Take it slow. It is just simple, actually. He's got a teammate to help him out here with the Molotovs. And look at that. That's a beautiful way to open things up. Good use of the Molotovs to vent and also to underboost to allow Liquid to have control of middle. And now they're setting up the push into A. So they have the split possibility as well. So far, Liquid have built a very, very good round here. But can they close it against Luminosity?
Taco completely blind in the NBK position. Cold is starting things off well. Taco's coming alive now, and there's 2 men down for Liquid. Seems it might not be over just yet, but here come the frags again, down to Adren. He is in mid, but he's got 12 seconds left on the clock to find 2 players, getting smoked off on highway as well. So it's going to come down to damage for Adren, but the counter flash is coming in as well. He will get finished off, so Luminosity are not out of this yet. And you have to wonder, if Luminosity keep creeping up the scoreboard slowly, will we have butterflies in the stomachs of Liquid?
That was a sick hold from Taco, by the way. Just getting a quad kill. I mean, honestly, Liquid had a really sick take of the map and then into the site. That was such a good round from them. But Taco, big individual performance to keep his team in it.
Yeah, and I think Liquid needs to take a timeout right now. They will go for this round right away, but after this round, their bank will be broken.
They have lost 2 rounds in a row. Simple's going to be boosting 2 plays up, so perhaps we will see a mid-take where there is currently only 1 CT. That's FNX on the Sugar Cube, the white box, or whatever other name you might have for it. 2 people over towards B on this occasion. So Luminosity trying to keep things fresh on their side. Liquid not committing to a mid-take yet.
And Luminosity actually took B storage now as well, so they've got some forward information. They don't have the forward position just yet. But that information is kind of key, and it's actually a little bit worrying if Fallen cannot get to Toxic, but it looks like he's going to be able to do so. And that is very key right there, because that will allow Luminosity to stack more towards A and middle. And beautiful frag there. He's actually going to decide, with the advantage he's just gained for his team, for Luminosity, to fall back into the B-bomb site. This is good play from Luminosity.
Liquid starting to take mid now. The bomb is in mid as well, so it looks like they're going to react to that frag by going to take B. There's a bit of a clip onto Nitro. Fallen moving to a passive position. He is there alone, and the rotation again is very, very long for his teammates, but he's doing great work. Still not smoked off for the time being, and they are running out of players to push this site. Liquid 3 versus 5 now. Looking good for Luminosity. Simple though, getting off to a good start, and Fallen might peek now. Is he going to get punished as well? The timing. The smoke will do the job. Bomb gets picked up, and we should see the plant coming in soon. 30 seconds to get that done.
It is a 4 versus 3 here for Liquid, so they're definitely at a man disadvantage. Nitro is quite low as well. They've got some decent post-plant positions, but Luminosity have 2 incendiaries and a flashbang. That utility is going to be very strong in going for the push here. If they just coordinate this perfectly, and they are all setting up positions right now, they can attack from 4 places at once. Luminosity should be pretty good here. It's going to take a strong individual performance from Liquid, and you got Simple there by the vent. Looking for the jump shots potentially. This is audacious stuff there from Simple, and he will pay for it. Now it's going to be Luminosity storming the bomb site. It is a clean sweep on the retake. Very well handled, very calm and patient from Luminosity, and that discipline pays off.
And it's so cool to see that Fallen is alive in that retake, even though he was a dedicated B player. If you want to learn how to play B cash alone with up, just look at how Fallen played that. He just played it perfectly, going aggressive Toxic, getting that entry kill, covering vents. When he knew that they had checkers, he just fell back towards C to spawn, threw a Molotov, just bought more time, and then they just went for the retake together. Just perfect play by Fallen.
No timeouts coming in just yet for the Liquid side. So they're going to buy to around $2,000. They have 4 smokes, 4 flashbangs. Simple's the only man with full armor and a deagle. So it looks like we're going to have a fast A execute. They've got Simple in a main itself. Double Nave's coming in, but he is at the further end, so he's only going to take 25 HP of damage. So we'll see what Liquid have to offer. I mean, we've seen some crazy action on the A site, people running through smokes, flanking flanks, and all kinds of craziness. So we'll see if Liquid can get something done in the Bedlam.
And This is going to be an interesting one to hold. We saw, oh my God, is it happening? We've all seen the highlight clips from this position from Simple. He's got one already. He's been tagged down to 39. I was going to say that we saw how Liquid handled this round by going for retake, but hey, we got the push coming in right now from Liquid. All the nades, there's Taco. The first couple frags coming in. Good defense with the double on the AK. There's FNX to hold down the back as well. Taco will finally be eliminated, and the smoke might provide enough time for a bomb plant, but it's going to be hard to see Liquid holding on to this. Simple is lurking with that Deagle. He might just get a quick frag, but he misses the key shot. And now Adren 1 versus 3 with the AK, double face in from Luminosity. Not much for Adren to do there, and the defuse will come in. Luminosity, are they doing it again?
It was a nice try by Liquid going for the A execute there, with Simple already being in the right corner of A main. But you have to question their decision of going for a half buy when they have 15 rounds, because they're obviously not going to break the bank of Luminosity. Because if they win one round, they win the game. So a strange decision there by Liquid.
The big guns are literally coming out for Luminosity. We have Taco on the auto sniper, the Ric Flair, the dirtiest player in the game. He's moving over towards the A site. Let's see the setup of Luminosity, because they have 2 orcs in tow as well. Firepower is the name of the game in this round for the Brazilian side. Simple's going to be on the AWP as well. But the Liquid side may be in for a nasty surprise if they go in Taco's direction.
Yeah, Taco by that quad position on the A bomb site. So if there is to be an A push, I mean, we've seen what he can do with the rifle. I might be a bit afraid to see what could happen with an auto sniper after Get Right's performance in this tournament with that thing. Now, again, passive opening from Liquid. Hard to go wrong with that. And they have been building very well and very methodically in a disciplined way into these mid takes. We're going to see that again with the grenades. The wall of smoke set up into middle. There is, of course, Fur, who's in the event area, and he gets the first kill onto Elige. He can fall back now. Job done. Smoke off the vent. FNX going across the railing there. Very aggressive stuff. He's punished by Nitro. Liquid going man for man at the moment as they've taken middle, but there's a lot of presence here. And actually, we get a push in B storage coming in from Fur. He's going to work out exactly what's going on at the moment. Luminosity know that it's going to be an A play, and they're starting to rotate preemptively. Big play from Fur, and now Taco's in there with that auto sniper. 2 frags. He's going to get the last one as well. Luminosity climbing all the way back, showing that they have a championship spirit. Never down, never out.
Yeah, and I like the idea by Liquid there, taking the mid control, throwing the wall of smokes, because they knew that Luminosity had a lot of snipers. They got that mid control. The problem was they didn't expect the auto sniper there on A.
Another big mistake was they tried to Molotov the vent and it failed, which allowed the player to stay in the vent and take down the first player into mid. But again, they throw the Molotov towards B, but don't have anybody outside to punish a player for exiting the vents. So let's see, these well-chosen timing pushes from B are paying off well for the Luminosity side. Elige will scurry away from that warning shot. Again, we've got Hiko moving towards Squeaky, and it seems Liquid are just going to play close quarters with an execute towards A, which would be a good counter to multiple sniper rifles. Taco and Fallen will be with the snipers, so they have 1 less AWP than they had in the previous round. And they seem quite committed. Adren is playing a late flanking role. He's going to be moving towards A main, so it seems Liquid are just going hell for leather here. They're going to go all in. They've got 4 rounds to try and take the last one. Ooh, Taco might look to take somebody's kneecaps off, and that would be a tragedy indeed. Oh, so close. And there we go. Great start. Preemptive firing from Taco to take Hiko down. Down goes Nitro as well. Just firing all day, bullets for days. Cold Zero coming in on the forklift, and this is a complete failure so far for Liquid. Down goes the bomb. No frags for the T side, and Taco will finish them off.
Have they used their timeout yet? I don't think they have.
I don't think I've seen it.
The crazy thing as well is that
Timeout comes in.
the amount of damage Taco did before there was even a push was just a little over 100. Because he tagged, I can't remember who, I think it was Elige he tagged first, down to 50. And then he gets Hiko through the wall and the door into the squeaky door room. So you can really see how, like, the utility of an auto sniper in that area where so many wallbangs are possible. Because also, let's not forget, you know, shooting into the metal shutter if they're setting up a take on towards the A side. So there's so many ways to use that weapon on the A bomb side. It truly is scary in the hands of a great player such as Taco, and you can see that he's very, very comfortable in that position. And Liquid now need to really bear down and figure out how they're going to get that one last round.
On Mirage, Luminosity won 10 rounds in a row. Right now, they have won the last 6 rounds in a row. You have to wonder what that does to Liquids. Are they starting to doubt themselves? They are at game points. We all want this to go to 3 maps. Currently, they have about $3,500 in the hole. So this should be an eco round from the T side. Perhaps Tech9 also bought here or there. But should they not prove successful on this eco, then Luminosity will be a mere 2 rounds behind Liquid. Looking at the C2 economy as well, Fur's on 12K, Fallen's on 6.5, Taco's on 6K. So even if they lose a round, well, if they lose a round, they're out. But if they you know, if they take a lot of damage but win the round, then they can still buy up. So they should have maximum defense available to them.
Yeah, and I think Liquid they're just discussing either how they're going to deal with the auto sniper on A, or if they're actually going to just ignore the auto sniper and try to go mid or B. Because it's so hard to deal with that auto sniper, because even if you smoke the site, he will just spam the smoke. And it's really difficult to get past without getting tagged.
And you lose 3. You have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. You lose 60 HP, so a lot of really tough decisions ahead here for Liquid.
Well, it's, of course, it's going to start with a bit of a quasi-buy from them. We are going to get the Tech9s going with some nades. We will see 2 Molotovs, 3 smokes, and a handful of flashbangs. Only Simple with any Kevlar. And looks like they're going to go towards the territory of Fallen.
But look at the setup they have with Fur. He was holding a pop flash for Fallen, which he can still do. He's moving towards the site, actually. But again, more pop flashes can be held. So somehow misses a shot, and it is a safety in numbers game here for Liquid. Oh, Fallen. He spotted a face, and there's nobody holding the angle this time. So if Adren dares to go back there, then Liquid could be in trouble.
It's a great incendiary from Fallen, actually forcing some players to actually try to peek him, and he will take the frag onto Adren. So Fallen single-handedly putting a lot of pressure on this push into the B site, and he will finally eliminate Fallen. But has Fallen bought his team enough time? He got further on the bomb site, and a fast rotation from Luminosity, but will it be quick enough at the moment as the players from Liquid are on the bomb site? Alicia's there, but wins the crucial 1 versus 1, and the round will be shut down by Luminosity.
That's
13 rounds now.
That's so smart by Fallen. He was actually looking above the white box in Toxic, because there's a really tricky smoke you can throw from there. And I think that was Liquid's plan. They were going to throw that smoke from on top of the box. But Fallen knew he could actually see his head from that position. And just through that Molotov, knew they had to rotate, go in the right side and getting the first pick. Excellent play there by Fallen.
Okay, you guys need to raise your voices. Liquid are back on the buy again. They are at game points. They failed 7 rounds in a row. They don't want to fail again. So the AWP has rotated on the CT side. We're seeing a bit of a run boost, and it's succeeded over towards A, so that could be a nasty surprise in the dying rounds of game 2. There's a mid-take coming in from Liquid, so Luminosity are changing things up quite a lot, and they've got a 3-man setup towards the A site despite having somebody boosted up. Nitro and Simple currently in mid, Bomb still in T warehouse. Adren is lurking over towards the bomb site, and Fur has an aggressive position there as well. So if Nitro can cover Simple's back, he can try and look for an opening towards the A site. Very unlucky not to get a connection there. He might even see FNX in the boost position if he's lucky, but coldzera has other ideas.
Yeah, that was the play there. Getting Simple into a spot where he could take the picks onto A and use his insane individual skill, but this time he didn't deliver. He's got 4 teammates now to fall back on. This is an incredibly important round. This position from Fur is devastating. First frag found, but it's a good coordination here from Liquid. They'll get the 2 entries that they need. That's the B bomb site. Truly open. Liquid with a good chance to take this round. It's going to be the retake here from Luminosity, but there's no grenades on Liquid. They cannot deny Luminosity visibility in towards the bomb site. And so they have to take the fight. Cold will win the first one. Oh, it's all on Hiko again! 2 low players here for Luminosity. As the bomb site will be stormed, there's no nades left here for Luminosity. Hiko, oh, he's going to get taken down by FNX. Luminosity will take round 14.
And that was a great attempt by Liquid. I think the crucial point of that round was coldzera getting that jumping kill towards the guy in Toxic.
That was completely absurd. Liquid have enough in the bank for a reasonable buy here. We should see a number of AKs coming out. It's his last chance saloon for Liquid to take this map in normal time. If you want to see 3 maps, you need to make some noise now for your team, people. Where's the USA chant? That's what I'm talking about. Mid has been left alone again by the Luminosity side. They've put a smoke down towards T Warehouse, and that's going to be that for the time being. 3 towards A again for Luminosity. They've pretty much got the same setup as they had last time, minus the boost over towards A. We've got Fur playing aggressive once again. Last time he had an AK, this time he's got an M4. That's not a bad nade. Simple avoiding the flashes, though.
Yeah, these forward positions, whenever Fur is playing aggressively, it's always very scary, but as we can see, he's given up that forward position. And Simple's waiting for the right moment here to take himself some peeks in towards the checkers area. Perhaps he's waiting for a Molotov into the vent from his teammates who are towards the middle area in the T warehouse. As you can force, if there was a player in the vent, you can force him out for Simple, but he's going to get the pick onto the in-game leader, Fallen. And now Fur has to defend alone. He's used all of his bullets almost. He'll get 1 frag, but Elysia's good for the trade. Now, once again, Liquid can storm the bomb site. FNX is trying to buy some time. Simple, trying to line up the shot, can't quite find the angle. FNX just slightly too far towards the bomb site. And now things slow down. 30 seconds left in the round as Luminosity have rotated a little bit. Liquid will go for a rotation of their own. The A bomb site is empty at the moment. Will Liquid be able to beat Luminosity to the punch on that bomb site? It's just Cold who will have to defend this. There's 15 seconds left to get the bomb down. Cold could stop the round alone. It's all on Hiko and Cold. Hiko taking a lot of damage there. So is Cold, down to 31. Oh, the flash from a teammate, so good, but Simple gets the trade. Taco with a headshot on Simple. 5 seconds left to plant the bomb. Adren will get a frag, but there's no time to plant the bomb.
He's in CT spawn, Dan. And we are going to go to overtime. So close, and yet so far was FNX all the way in CT spawn. The time runs out, and Liquid do not close again.
15 match points for Liquid in total in these 2 maps.
When you put it like that, Brett, it sounds very bad. But we'll have to see if they can muster some strength here. We saw it from them closing out that first map, going into the next map. The start of Cash was a beautiful resurgence from Liquid. They need to bring that resurgence back into this overtime.
And it's kind of like Luminosity, when they get those auto snipers, that double up setup, they just get into this state where they're just unstoppable. However, Liquid, they were really close a few times towards that B site.
Yeah.
Just imagine that round when FNX was running towards the headshot position on B. If Simple would have just walked slightly out to the right and just killed them, they would have just taken B and won the round. So they have had a lot of success towards the B site, but it's just barely not enough.
Yeah, and the buy round before that one as well is a similar situation, and you had 2 1v1s for Liquid, and one of them looked very, very favorable in B storage, but somehow just losing those one-on-ones, and that's just really unlucky, to be honest.
Liquid seem to have lost control of the map. This is their map. As we said, this is arguably Luminosity's worst map. Problem is they are one of the best teams in the world. So how bad is your worst map? We are finding out as we speak. Luminosity doing a good job of adjusting. And again, it doesn't even seem like Liquid are dictating the pace at the moment. And they're on the T side, and that's not how things should work. They've got 10 seconds before we move into round 31 on the second map.
And they must realize that Luminosity is just giving them a middle. They can try to do something more funky. Maybe they should try to push CT connector. Maybe they should try, like, leave one guy in CT connector, go for the B split. The guy in CT connector can just deny the rotations, because it seems like the only time they're utilizing mid is either Simple going on a mission towards A, or they're just running on to a B split.
And so Luminosity always seem to be in control of the information of what's going on in that sense. And We will be kicking things off here. It is the start of the first overtime between Team Liquid and Luminosity.
Ooh, okay, so we're going to see some really weird stuff here from Luminosity. They have completely abandoned the B bomb site, putting 3A and 2 mid, and they have lost mid, and they never had B to begin with. But how quickly can Liquid capitalize on this? The B split is on, the bomb's moving there, and Luminosity have taken a massive gamble. They put the house on red down, but always bet on black.
Taco will at least pick up a frag for his team, bringing it back to even Stevens, 3 versus 3, and Fallen actually might have a very good peek here, almost getting the double. Fallen taking down Nitro, and that's going to slow Liquid down a little bit. It's going to be quite tough from here on out, but Simple's going to be able to get the plant here at the back, and it's going to be Luminosity with 2 players approaching from CT, and 1 is Fur creeping around the smoke into Vents. Dren's going to get caught off guard. All on Simple. This would be a time for a highlight reel. Gets blinded though, and this is so difficult. 3 players rushing you when you're blind. And that's the round there for Luminosity, but Liquid looked really good at the start. You seem to be speechless.
Yeah, that was such a weird round by Luminosity. 2 guys going aggressive mid. It looked like they were going to go for the boost, and 3 guys towards A. No one on B. Maybe they knew that Liquid were playing very slowly, so okay, if we just gain ground towards A, we can go to B later, because they've never gone for a fast B push.
And they've gone for the big gun straight away. The auto sniper has come back out onto Taco, who heads towards the A bomb site. The smoke start to go down. I think we're going to see a fast push into mid here from the T's. Indeed, we have 2 players up, and again, it's been abandoned by Luminosity. But what are Liquid going to do? I mean, they have options available to them. They can go for an attempted fast B split. They can get a Molotov into Vents. They've got a lurker, actually, who's very deep towards B. That's a Dren. He is using the smokes to take checkers for his team, so the B split should be on. He's deep into checkers. It should be a simple B split for the team, but they're not committing to it just yet. They've got Nitro and Elige deep towards Highway. And Hiko trying to get some information. So they're playing with the clock. They've got a minute 15. They don't need to commit to anything too quickly. They will want to try and get an idea as to where Luminosity are putting their numbers with nobody mid.
And they actually have a boost on the B side right now. So if Aiden just pushes here, I think he can get 2 people from the side.
This is going to be really interesting, this boost. It's a nice position with Fallen. My goodness, it's very risky though. Here comes the first man. Elige goes down. Adren will get the trade. Fallen, what a shot there. Hiko out of this round. Fallen, so much pressure. Trade comes in from Simple. Cole trying to get quickly into that bomb site. Catch some players out of position. He's got a teammate with him as well. The auto sniper of Taco is going to be popping heads. Simple is going to feel the wrath of Taco. 3 versus 2 here in favor of Luminosity. Plant will go down. No nades for Luminosity to throw onto the bomb site where both players are here. And Dren looking for the fast frag onto CT. There's the first snap. Taco gets the trade. There's Nitro there on the bomb site now as Cold looking for the angle. Nitro's got to be so on point in this situation. Oh, he's not going to get it though. It's going to be Cold with the M4. And Luminosity again stealing another round away from the clutches of Liquid.
And they must realize now that Luminosity is playing on the B site. If they just save 2 Molotovs when they get into checkers, they can just flush Fallen out over the site.
Yeah, there is a Molotov which stops you basically peeking anywhere if you're standing on the site towards the T entrance to B, and the other one is for hiding around those wall-bangable boxes. Can Liquid adjust in time? If they go 0 for 3 on Luminosity CT side, then I don't even know what to say. Double orbs coming out on the T side, so they're putting Simple into the game. He's going to boost up 2 of his teammates. We have Fallen with a nice peek into CT, but he's not going to find any information yet. Maybe taking this from the NIP shenanigans we saw earlier on in this tournament. Yeah,
this is a really sick boost, and he'll get a tag onto Hiko. Liquid are lucky they didn't lose a man to that boost, to be honest, and now we've got Taco with that auto sniper popping Nitro's head from afar. Here comes a trade from Adren though. Liquid getting a lot of damage onto these Luminosity players, and Adren's going to come out huge there with a double. 3 versus 3 now as they try to take this A bomb site, but Fur is there to get the trade. Just trades for days here, but finally Adren makes the difference. 3 kills in this round now, all down to the father of Brazilian Counter-Strike. It's Fallen from the car position. He will take another angle there through connector. from short, seeing if we'll get a fast frag, and it's going to be hard to do, but Fallen's the man. It's going to switch out for the AK-47. 2 flashbangs to play with as well. He has no idea where these 2 players are playing the post plant from, as he just scans the bomb site. Liquid playing the time here. Very, very smart way to approach this round. Simple with a really sick angle there through the door. You would never expect him to be there. And there it is! Shot from behind, and finally Liquid put a round on the board. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, their first round in how many rounds is it now?
Too many rounds.
Too many rounds.
Yeah, let's not go there.
They're going to be on the CT side, and now Team Liquid finally will be able to put up that double up setup.
They had a nice setup at the end there with Simple in the squeaky door. Adren didn't need to peek there because Simple had his crosshair on the bomb, and things were finished off. That was a much needed round for Liquid. I think the pressure might have been too great if they went into the second half with 0 rounds on the board. They still have the deficit. They need to hold on their CT side. As the further each map goes on, Luminosity seems to just grow in power, like some kind of anime final boss or something. I don't know. 33 frags on the board for coldzera. Simple not too far behind with 29.
The thing is with Hiko, actually Hiko, if you recall, he finished the first half with 24. He went 24 and 5. In regular time on the T half, in the second half, he only got 2 frags. So Hiko, I think he's trying to enable his team very much. Whereas, of course, you know, coming in for the retakes as CT, that's something he's so incredibly sick at. We saw some very nice clutches from him in that position. But, you know, that's also, you know, on this team, you can imagine Hiko's going to be trying to enable the likes of Elige on the T side. He wants to get Simple in those positions to get the picks, as opposed to, you know, playing a dominant role himself. So it's not too surprising, but definitely he needs to step it up here if his team wants to take it over the line.
Mirage was won 19-15 by Luminosity. They are currently up 17-16. The clock is soon to disappear. Liquid are a round down.
It's crazy that we're getting such a similar situation to the first map. It's almost like a complete repeat. We're just hoping to see a difference from Liquid, that they'll finally make the adaptations that they need in mindset and in approach to the rounds.
And will Adren buy that second op? No, he's actually going for the M4, so single op setup here.
Well, Liquid are still being tested here. They are not making the path easy for themselves. We'll see if they can be successful. Cold's going to be going into mid quickly, I think. Or his teammates are. Indeed, it's going to be a very fast mid-take here from Luminosity, and it's been abandoned by Liquid. So we have some similarities in the CT side. Adren is over towards the car position. Going to be keeping an eye on Z Connector. Simple is the CT AWP on this occasion. So things have changed here on the Liquid CT side.
Yeah, one thing that Liquid were very good on their CT side in regular time was actually predicting exactly how Luminosity were going to attack in the round and making their setups dynamic. They always seem to have the right guesses, and definitely they must have been doing their homework on Luminosity, but can they continue that? It was a 9-6 half when they were on their CT side for Liquid.
Look how passive Liquid are playing on both sides. They're playing super deep in the site. They want to get these 1v1s around the corners and not get picked off in isolation. Adren's moving close towards the B-bomb site. Had a bit of a wallbang there into checkers. And it seems Luminosity will have Fur watching a rotation through mid. And we're going to have a 4-man B split. Hiko and Elige. Will they be up for the challenge?
The problem is if they Molotov the site now, there's no way Liquid can defend this.
Let's see if they are able to find a snowball's chance in hell. But that said, there's no Molotov just yet. Luminosity don't have any nades left actually to throw into the bomb site. So Liquid actually looked like they could be pretty okay in this position if they just hit their shots. But Taco's the one to find the finish onto Elige. Hiko with a quick trade, but he's low. And FNX will take him down. Now just 3 players here for Liquid as they rotate in. They'll get the incendiaries in there, but can't quite deny the plants. Again, this is a very rough situation for Liquid. Maybe you can find some wallbangs through here. Dren just slightly off there on the angle. And here they go. Simple will be behind Nitro, but both will find the same fate. Taco's AK-47 straight to the face. And Fallen finishes off the round. And Liquid now against match point from Luminosity. everything is against him.
Liquid is probably thinking right now if they're gonna give mid to Luminosity once again, or if they're gonna try to fight for it.
Have Liquid come to the end of the line? This is their map pick. They've lost Luminosities, both maps going to overtime. You can see the economy is limited on the Liquid side. They're playing passive A at the moment. Liege over towards A main, and Luminosity also going to run that clock for the time being, it seems. They smell the desperation of the Liquid side, and they will enjoy it. Taco, though, has just rushed straight into the A site, and he will see that it's completely clear. And Liquid will have no idea that he's on the site. Nitro goes down for free. Liquid are in trouble.
This is such an odd situation, considering that the push is coming into B. Adren will actually hit the frag onto Taco. Hiko is alone on the B bomb site, which is where Luminosity is still moving, but Cole will take down Elige on the rotation. Hiko needs a big, big play to save his team in this round, and he's got a guy going towards headshot. It's Fur. The spray comes in. The flames are making it difficult, but what can Hiko do? He's got FNX jumping through the smoke, and Adren needs a 1 versus 4 retake with an AWP. And there it is, Cold is going to take his head off, and Luminosity will find themselves in the grand finals against Na'Vi.
Luminosity just too much to handle for Team Liquid, but they've done their country proud, and they took Luminosity to the limit on both maps. We are set for a very strong final tomorrow between the two top teams, two of the best teams in the world. But really, Liquid did a great job to come this far, to raise the flag for North America and take it to this point in the tournament.
Yeah, I'm very impressed by Liquid in this series. The only problem they have is they just couldn't take that last round. I think if they just would have taken a timeout earlier, really discussed, okay, we have a lot of rounds to play with, we can actually take big risks, and if we just keep taking big risks, it's going to work out at least one time. But I don't know, they just didn't have an answer to that double auto sniper setup by Luminosity.
And we got to hand it to Luminosity for some massive plays in very, very critical moments when the pressure was really on. The first one that we saw of such was from Cold with the crazy 4K on Mirage, on the B apartments. Something I'm not sure I will see for a very, very long time. But that sent Luminosity into this crazy comeback when they if he didn't get that double with the AWP there, it's very possible they don't win that round, or at least their economy is put into a horrible state, and it should give Liquid a very good chance to close. But Luminosity, they just could not be put down in this series, so big credit to them. It is definitely a championship quality to keep the spirits high and maintain the composure.
Well, the leader, the talisman for Luminosity, is on the stage with Red Eye for an interview.
Well, mission accomplished, grand final for Luminosity game. It must sound absolutely amazing for you. Can you put into words what it means to you, your team, and Brazilian Counter-Strike?
Well, be honest, it's like accomplishing a dream for us. We have been fighting so much in the last years to get here, and tomorrow we're going to have the chance to bring the biggest title in CSGO ever.
Okay, well, congratulations on that. Let's talk a little bit about the match, because it's an incredible game. You came back from the brink of map point again and again and again in game one, and then again in map two, 15-6 down to come back, and 2 lots of overtime. How does that work?
It looks like it's taking a while to start playing well. Happened in both maps, and I think the more we're playing, I think we're getting resilience. I think this team is evolving, is getting more experience, and you have to believe. You have to go full heart, and have to believe every time on our team. We have excellent players, and we can manage to come back. And I think this was the greatest series I have ever won.
Okay, that's brave words. I do want to talk about Liquid, because fabulous game from them as well. They played very well in both games and yet fall short. You know what that's like when you've played so well and yet it doesn't quite work out. Have you got any words for them?
Well, I think it must feel terrible for them because the way they lost. But they played very well. I think they done more than what I expected from their team on this tournament. Props to them, they played very well. And they're a very strong team, and I think the North American scene at all is evolving a lot. I have been looking for the past results, and more teams getting better and close to the top level. I'm glad that Team Liquid did a great show, such as CLG on this tournament. It's good for our scene. Thank you so much.
Okay, great words. Thank you very much. Fallen, the grand final is confirmed. This man is going to the grand final. Na'Vi versus Luminosity, and it's tomorrow. We've still got a little bit more, though. Stay tuned.